Hello friends, this is ShadowLearner and today we are going to study library cataloging. Library cataloging shares a symbiotic relation with library classifications. Library classifications provide a linear view of subject relation, but the catalog takes care of multi-dimensional relations. We can think like that if a user go to a library and he want to know what are the collection and where he can find his fulfill his own requirement, so it's very tough for him and it will take lots of time to going all around the library and search for his required books. So a catalog help him to search book and find the books or any documents according to his need, with on the heading of like author, subject, or co-author. This can be in the materials, reading materials or non-reading materials can be cataloged basis depending on subject, on name of an author, publication, or co-author. In this chapter, we are going to have a basic concept of library cataloging, types and forms of catalogs, format and standards, cataloging of non-book materials, and all etc. So first of all, we are going to study about the basic concept of cataloging. Cataloging, in basic concept, we will deal with objectives, introductions, library catalog definition, need, objective, function, qualities, laws of library science and library catalogs, other library records, and many things. We will also study the cataloging and the role of technology, because as you know, library is a growing organism and we use latest technology to enhance the service of our users. So here let's have an introduction of library cataloging. It is said that library catalog is the mirror reflecting the holdings of a library. It helps the user to locate and access the material required by her or him. So it identifies the user the bibliographical details of books for the purpose of selection study. It's like a reader is going and he wants a book, for example, India after Gandhi. So he can search the books by the title, or he want to see books by its author like Ramchand Guha. Then in catalog, all the books written by the Ramchand Guha will be at one place. He can find it that particular book that is India after Gandhi. So a catalog is very helpful for a user. It saves times and energy. The the catalog groups the books in the library according to the author, subject, and collaborator, like we had already told you. By consulting the catalog, a user can know the availability of all types of reading materials, both print, non-print in the library. It's really a time-saving device both for the user and the library staff. An ideal and functional library facilitates its reader in many ways for optimum utilization of the resource by adopting certain techniques and operation like classification and cataloging, etc. It, Here it is trying to tell that like the library staff, their core motive is to service the user, and for service the user with optimum utilization of resources, and for that a library staff uses tools like classification, cataloging, and many more. So cataloging as a tools, it saves lots of time for a user and a library staff. The extent of use of resources greatly depend on an efficient, effective, and updated catalog. Yeah, it's very true. Like how efficient you have made a catalog, how often you update it when you get new books in your library, so how much time you're taking for a processing, how much time you are taking to update your catalog. So you should take a minimum time that it should be seen in a catalog box or catalog registers, so that a user can easily find the new addition in your library. A comprehensive catalog enhance the image and reputation of a library. So we will try to study the definition of catalog. Catalog has been derived from the Greek phrase catalogs. It means a list, register, the complete enumeration of things. Kata means by or according to, whereas logo means word, order, reason. These are very important question from the point of view of examinations. So catalog means catalogs, like by according to, or logo means order, reason, or word. Hence catalog can be explained as work in which contents are arranged in a reasonable way. Words in which work in which contents are arranged in a reasonable way or in a particular order. The library catalog can be defined. Here we will go through the different definition of library catalog by ICCP or Oxford Dictionary or what Raghunathan said. It is just to get a comprehensive idea of library cataloging. So a list of documents of a particular library or a group of libraries arranged according to a systematic or logical order, providing bibliographical information along with the location mark for easy identification and quick access. The terminology group at the International Conference Cataloging Principle held at Paris in 1961 defined catalog as a comprehensive list of collection or collection of books, documents or similar materials, whereas Raghunathan defined it as a list of documents on a library or a collection forming a portion of it. It is methodically arranged record of information about bibliographical resources. So here Raghunathan is just trying to say that what is catalog? Catalog is a list of documents, the documents or the material which you have in your library, and they are arranged in a particular manner, fulfilling a certain criteria, and you will get the all bibliographical information about your resources. And the CA cutter or library catalog is a list of documents which is arranged in some definite plan. As it distinguishes from a bibliography, it is a list of books in some library or collection. And the Oxford English Dictionary defines a catalog as usually distinguished from a mere list or enumerated by a systematic or methodic arrangement, alphabetical or other order, and often by the addition of brief particulars, descriptive or aiding identification, indicative of locality, position, date, price, and the like. So these are the different definition which help us to understand what is library cataloging. Now we move forward to learn about the need of library cataloging. Libraries generally acquire readings and reference material both in a print and non-print forms for benefit of readers for the purpose of study, reference, and research. All the time the desired documents may not be available physically on the bookshelf, as these are issued, and if the users go to the shelves directly without consulting the catalog, they will think that these documents are not acquired by the library, though actually these are possessed by the library. The need is, as in starting we discussed, that what is the need. Like catalog is a list of documents, you can clear it from the definition itself, that if you are going to a library without consulting the catalog, you may not be get a clear idea that a book is available or issued to somebody else. So we should, if you are going to refer to the catalog, you can easily locate your library required books or documents, or you will come to know that it is issued to somebody else. So the need of library catalog is very important. And the next is objectives. Library catalogs are prepared to accomplish certain objectives as mentioned by the legend and genius in the field of cataloging, namely Cutter, Ranganathan, Lubisky. In the opinion of Cutter, a catalog should be. So we are going to learn about the objective of library catalog. First, enable a person to find a book of which the author, title, subject is known. Every reader will not be able to remember author of each books, or sometimes he must be remember only the title of the books, or he want to get all the books, all the published book out in the library concerned to his subject. He can use any of these things, author, title, subject, to search in the catalog and get the books, so that the library has by a given author, given subject, and a kind of literature. So we should, while making catalog, we keep in mind that it should be through by the help of subject, author, publisher, joint author. Assist in the choice of book. As to addition by describing the work adequate for easy identification as to its character. However, according to Raghunathan, if a reader is interested in a subject which takes him to a library, his wants will be better served if the catalog can be spread before him a full, connected panorama of all materials on his desired subject, all its subdivisions, and all broader subject of which it itself is a subdivision. Further, Raghunathan has stated in the library manual about the objective of catalog, which can answer the following question: is there a book in a library by such and such author? A user can inquire about this by just naming the author. What are all the books in the library by her or him? Is there a book in a library with such title? As I earlier mentioned, that a user can go with his curiosity on his small knowledge or hint, that can be a subject, title, author, co-author, publisher. So a catalog helps tremendously to a user by cataloging all the resources of a library. It saves a great time of a user. Moreover, Raghunathan has analyzed the objective in the light of 5 laws of library science and stated that the catalog should be designed so as to that are like this: disclose to every reader his or her documents, secure for every document's reader, save the time of a reader, and for this purpose save the time of the staff. However, Lubisky is of the view that a library catalog should serve first to help for quick location of particular publication, that is a particular edition of a work which is available with library. Secondly, to display the relevant and related documents of a given author. So these are the objective defined by different person like Raghunathan, C.A. Cutter, Lubisky. Now we are going to learn something about function. What are the function a library catalog do? The basic function of library catalog is to let know an inquirer whether or not a particular publication is in the collection of library, and if so, where it can be found. These are two important things. First, the thing is available in the library or not, and its location. It also reveals what material the library has on a given subject or the sector. Catalog is a tool designed to enable the inquirer to find a particular book of which some or all the details are known. As I said earlier, some or other details are known. To survey the entire stocks or section of it, to select the books which will best serve his her purpose. The larger libraries, and particularly national libraries, can assume the bibliographical function appropriately. A library catalog is expected to answer the following question: is a particular book available in the library? These are the things which an efficient library catalog should answer. So we will go through the question what we should ask to our library catalog: is a particular book available in the library? which books by a particular author are available in the library, which edition of this particular book are available in the library, which books by a particular author are in the library, is there a book in the library with which such a collaborator, editor, translator, reviser, compiler, etc. What are all the books in the library with him as a collaborator? What are the books in the library that publisher series? Is there a book in a library on such and such subject? What are all the books in a library on that subject? So these are the questions which should satisfy a library catalog for its efficient functioning. Now we will move further and we will know about more about library cataloging. So in the International Conference on a Cataloging Principle, Paris, it has been unanimously decided that the function of a catalog should be an efficient instrument for the ascertaining whether the library contains a particular book specified by author, title, if the author is not named, its title alone, if author and title are inappropriate or insufficient for identification, a suitable substitute for the title, and which works by a particular author and which edition of the particular work are in library. Hence, the function of a library catalog can be summarized as it is the most important finding tool for a staff reference, but its primary task is to enable the readers to ascertain what books a library possesses. It provides a record in an order which helps the reader to know what those materials are, where they are, or to determine their character suitability for that purpose. It serves an exhaustive bibliography on a subject. It helps the library staff in ordering new books and to avoid duplication of the materials by checking the catalog. It is a very important point. It displays the record library resources with new, making them easily accessible for study and reference. It serves as a dependable tool for communication of ideas and subject dealt within the books to reader who use the library. Now we will go to the qualities. Like I earlier mentioned that for the efficient use of catalog, the qualities matter a lot. The requisites of a good catalog should be considered for preparing a functional library catalog, which are enumerated as under: accuracy, error of spelling and style or a format may be avoided; consistency, the rules of cataloging should be strictly adhered to so that consistency can be maintained. Like if you are following a particular cataloging method, that should be followed long and long. If there is certain changes, that should be duly noted to reduce any ambiguity. And the need of users, our librarians should always keep the need of the user in mind while deciding what about the various entries in the catalog. This is a very particular things because we are at last we are here to serve the users. He should keep in mind the type of queries frequently made by the user, like what type of the users inquiry are, like concerning subject they use mostly subject or a title or other. So we should always keep in mind while making catalog. Arrangement, the arrangement of a content in an entry should be simple, uniform and easy to understand. Up to dateness, there should be no time gap between the acquisitions and processing of books and between preparation of catalog cards and their filing in the catalog cabinet. Multi-pronged approach, the catalog should try to provide at least a few added entries in order to enable the user to locate a document from various angles: author, title, editor, subject, joint other. Up till now we are very much clear about what is library cataloging and what are the points we should keep in mind while making cataloging. So we moving ahead, we will for today. Thank you so much for the today. Now we will end the lecture today here only.